Hey guys, it's your boy Ready Dad and welcome back to a brand new video. Yeah, I'm sure you guys can see the shelf behind me. The games are empty. There's games missing on the shelf, so that can only mean one thing. Another game collection video. This isn't just any ordinary game collection video. This console I have barely even talked about on the channel. For those that are curious, if you didn't pay attention to the title, my PlayStation 5 game collection. So I've had my PlayStation 5 for about almost 2 years now, and throughout that almost 2-year span of having my PS5, I've gotten quite a few games, not as many as I would like to have, but you know what? I'm grateful with what I have, and I think I have a pretty solid collection. So with that being said, let's go ahead and let's dive into the collection. Next to me on the right, I have a stack of physical PS5 games, but there is one that is digital on my PS5, and that is God of War Ragnarok. So normally when consoles launch, they'll have a digital code for a game inside, so it's like a bundle. You get a game with the console, and most case scenario, it is a digital copy of said game. Back when I got my Xbox One S back in December of 2019, I got Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order as a digital code for my Xbox. So God of War Ragnarok I have not played yet. I know it is a really excellent game within the God of War series. I don't know if this is true or not, but I feel like God of War 2018 is almost like a reboot for the franchise, but I don't think it is. It could be, I don't know. Did not really play the 2018 one as much as I would have liked to. I only remember bits and pieces of the game, but not fully enough, and I haven't played Ragnarok yet, so at some point I do plan on going back and playing Ragnarok, but there are other games on my list that I really want to tackle. So now that I talked about the one digital game, let's go ahead and let's dive into the stack that's on the right of me, starting off with D&F Duel. I don't know what D&F Duel is. The only reason why I even purchased the game was because at the time when I got my PS5, I didn't have a lot of fighting games, and I knew at some point I was gonna get a second controller. And not only that, but I love fighting games. Fighting games are my bread and butter, and I wanted to get something that I haven't played, but also looked interesting. And the style of the game kind of reminds me of Guilty Gear, but again, I don't know anything about the characters or if this is like a franchise or not. All I know is that I really wanted the game because it looked cool, and on Amazon it was only at the time what, like $35. Open it up there and you get the game in the case, no manual or anything like that. But I'm thinking nowadays they're kind of cracking down on not having manuals as much within games, but I'm know there are some games that I do have that have the manual in them. Ghostwire Tokyo. If not the majority of my PS5 games, I'm gonna be honest, I have not touched yet because I've been glued to other games on the shelf that I've been trying to beat and wanting to play. But the reason why I wanted Ghostwire Tokyo was because it looked very interesting from the gameplay and the trailers that I have seen of this game. It almost kind of had like that psychological horror kind of thrill to it. That's what kind of threw me off a little bit because I don't like too many horror games, but I was like, this looks really cool. Essentially what this is you play as this character who has these elemental powers, and you have to pretty much kind of stop these supernatural beings and kind of figure out why people within Tokyo are disappearing. That's the best way I can explain it to you guys, that I, at least from the knowledge that I know of the game. And there is the manual with the disc right there. I do have a different region copy of the game, and that's because when I tried to buy it on Amazon, for whatever reason, I could not get just the regular North American release of this game. Gotham Knights. Now, I've heard mixed things about this game, but the only reason honestly why I picked it up is because I thought it was going to be in the same style as the Arkham series, and I'm a huge fan of the Arkham series. So pretty much within this game's storyline, Batman is dead, and it's up to the Batman family to stop this rising crime kind of mafia. Not crime mafia, but more of like this crime syndicate group of people that are terrorizing Gotham. And you get to play as Damian Wayne's Robin, you get to play as Barbara Gordon's Batgirl, Jason Todd's Red Hood, and Dick Grayson's Nightwing. I'm not gonna say too much on it because I haven't played the game. I'm gonna give it a shot. It doesn't hurt, you know what I mean? Post-edit me here. I just wanted to throw in here real quick that I did pick up another PlayStation 5 game, but way after I recorded this video. So since recording the video, I picked up Hitman. I think it's called World of Assassination. Includes all content for Hitman 1, 2, and 3. Pretty excited to play that because Hitman has been one of those game franchises or series that I've been wanting to play for the longest time. Anyway, back to the video. Hogwarts Legacy. Now, right off the bat, I'm gonna say I don't agree with J.K. Rowling's views at all. I at first had the game pre-ordered, cancel it because people were persuading me otherwise and not to get it. But I went ahead and bought it anyway because I am a huge Harry Potter fan. Who wouldn't want to be a wizard in Hogwarts and like learn all these spells and do all these things? That's the sole purpose of me wanting Hogwarts Legacy. Alright, so I had to take out some things because there were some codes that need to be activated, and I don't want y'all niggas getting that, so I had to take it out, but that's the disc right there. And I have not played this game. I've seen gameplay footage, and I know some people that have picked up the game, and it looks like a lot of fun, so I cannot wait to dive into this. King of Fighters 15. Now, I've mentioned on the channel before that I am a fan of the King of Fighters franchise. I grew up playing those games, and shortly before I got this, I got King of Fighters 14 for my PS4. So why I picked up King of Fighters 15, or why would I pick up 14 if I'm just gonna get 15? I don't know. I just love fighting games, and I like King of Fighters, so I wanted to pick it up just to support the franchise. I beat the story mode. I don't know how to describe it. It's fun, but not to where I'm gonna want to sit and I'm gonna want to indulge in the game for a long period of time. 13's always gonna be my favorite, and the older games are just gonna have more of that special nostalgia memory in my heart. Midnight Suns. From what I've seen gameplay wise, this game almost kind of reminds me of Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, because within that one, not turn-based, but it's more of like they use cards to use certain attacks and abilities and stuff like that, and you gotta strategize with these cards and everything. And I heard nothing but excellent things about this game. When I first saw the trailer for it, I thought it was gonna be something along the lines of Marvel Ultimate Alliance, but just under a different name, and that is not what it was like. But again, I heard really good things about it, so I decided to pick it up for myself and see what all the hype is about. But I'm looking forward to playing it. Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate. Now, I really don't understand why I did this, because I have digital copy of MK11 Aftermath Edition on my Xbox One S. Do I like Mortal Kombat 11? It's alright. I mean, is it my favorite Mortal Kombat game? No. I want to get Mortal Kombat 1. I heard mixed reviews about it. Some of my friends who are big MK fans said they didn't like it, but it is what it is. A lot of my friends seem to really like this game and were glued to it for a while. Joker, I feel like, was an interesting one to put on Mortal Kombat. But then again, if you look at like Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe, I mean, you know. So there goes the inside of the game. This one I was dying to get my hands on ever since they first announced it, and that is Resident Evil 4 Remake. Now, Resident Evil 4 is one of my favorite Resident Evil games. I have the original one on the GameCube that comes with the 2 discs, and when I heard they were remaking this, I knew I had to get it. Your boy had to cop, because lately that's been the trend for a minute, that they were remaking Resident Evil games, but I think they're kind of stopping, and I think they're going back to making newer Resident Evil games. I mean, it's the same game, but more enhanced, like graphic wise, and I think they really amped up the horror elements within this game, which praise to the game gods. But I will admit, some of the Resident Evil games were scary when I first played them when I was younger, and even now, shoot, I'll admit it. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Now, I did talk about the game a little bit in one of my previous videos where I talked about my PlayStation 3 game collection. I talked a little bit about Rift Apart, and I do plan on doing a review for this channel. But I have to admit, man, this game was so good, from the story to the graphics to just everything about this game was great. I like the whole aspect of you playing as 2 different wombats, and you get to just kind of go from one person to the other. Like, some missions you are playing as Ratchet, and some missions you were playing as, I think her name was Rivet. Rivet ends up getting her own little thing that's kind of like Clank, but but within that, there's a story within that, and it's just so deep. Definitely hands down one of the best Ratchet and Clank games I have played in the franchise. Sonic Frontiers. Now, I have not experienced this game, that is, and I have not played it yet. The only thing that really got my attention with this was it was an open world Sonic game, and I know a lot of Sonic fans, including myself, thought, holy shit, open world? Yes! please sign me up. It almost kind of looks a little bit darker, like story-wise darker, but not dark like Shadow or some of the other Sonic games in the franchise. And there goes the insider right there for Sonic Frontiers. I definitely do plan on wanting to play this. I just need to get an internal hard drive. I ran out of space because all of these games are so high in gigabyte space for whatever reason. Jesus, man. I had to delete like 5 games off my PS5 just to download this next one I'm getting ready to show off to you now. Spider-Man 2, 98 gigabytes minimum. That's a lot of space for one damn game. Kind of reminds me of GTA 5, but I'm still currently playing this game right now, and let me tell you, this game is so good. It is better than the first Spider-Man game, and I will admit it is better than Miles Morales. As much as I really loved Miles Morales, it was better than that. And on top of Miles Morales, I also got Miles Morales on the PS5 too.
Don't get at me.
I feel like I'm getting closer towards the end of the game, and right off the bat in the beginning of the game, you fight Sandman, which is like, bro, what? The game just booted up and I'm fighting Sandman? Spider-Man Miles Morales. I did a whole review on the channel for this game. Definitely go check it out. You can switch out the covers and do that one if you want. Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I don't know why I bought this because I haven't played Jedi Fallen Order, and I know it seems silly to buy a sequel to a game that you haven't even played the first one of. I love Star Wars. Jedi Fallen Order looks like a lot of fun. I can't wait to play that, and then I'm hopping right into Jedi Survivor. I know this takes place, a couple years after the events of the first one, and I heard a rumor that there's a third one coming out, so I'm pretty excited for that. I heard this game was actually really good compared to the first one, so that just gave me a lot of excitement to want to play them more. Last but not least, Tekken 8. Oh my god, Tekken 8! Come on, what more do I need to say? Like, dog. But is it up there as one of the best Tekken games I've played? Yeah! Oh yeah, look at them stickers, bro. I haven't taken the stickers out. I'm gonna be real. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with them. I don't really want them, but you know, it is what it is. But alrighty guys, that concludes my PlayStation 5 game collection video. If you enjoyed, leave a like, dislike if you didn't, subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. Don't forget to hit the bell also so you get notified when I upload future videos on this said channel. And if you own any of these PS5 games, or if you have a favorite PS5 game, let me know down in the comment section below and let's talk about it. There's definitely some games that I want to add on to my PS5 collection. Hopefully during this year or next, I do plan on picking up. Links to my social media accounts in the description below. I am Rated Ed, and I am out of here.